It is.
Good. Congrats.
We will field, Desmond.
Okay. No problem. Thanks very much.
Can I just have a quick word? Congratulations on your first captaincy. You feel obviously a special responsibility in this match.
Yeah, obviously as captain, you know, it's always a special responsibility. But I had some experience in Barbados this year for the Red Stripe tournament, and I think that will help me along these lines.
And the track here at Queen's Park Oval?
Well, it looks a little dry at the moment. There's a bit of grass there, but it's still looking a little dry. But we just got to wait and see because you never know.
Thanks, best of luck.
Thanks very much, Tony.
Graham, just a thought. I can't believe it. I've been standing out here with you several times. You've never won the toss.
Yeah, it's nice to win the toss, but you know, it's not everything. Obviously, both sides, I think the wicket's going to do a little bit early on. We obviously hope it does, but you've got to bowl well, and in no way do I think that winning the toss is going to win the match. You know, we've got to get stuck in, and if things don't go well for us, we've got to keep going and show the same attitude we did in the first match. So we will be trying our best.
Spin has been a factor here in the past, but you have no spinner in the side. Can you explain that?
Well, we think there's a bit of grass on it. We think it's going to obviously move around a little bit early on, but you've got to get stuck in. We think it might get a bit uneven a bit later. When I played here in '86, the seamers bowled us out. The ball didn't. We had a spinner in the side. Wasn't really effective. But you know, you can never be 100% sure. You know, we've picked what we think's our best side for this match, but sometimes you don't always get it right.
Thanks, Brian.
Okay.
And so for the teams which those captains exchanged there, for West Indies, of course, no Viv Richards, the new captain Desmond Haynes, a first cap for Ezra Mosley. Gus Logie is back after breaking a finger. Curtly Ambrose is back fit again, and he joins Walsh and Mosley and Bishop as the four-pronged fast attack. As for England, well, as you heard, no spin. Graham Gooch believes it's the best side to win this match. That means only one change. Robert Bailey comes in for Nasser Hussain. And so we join it now in the second over. West Indies are 1 for no wicket, and Devon Malcolm is bowling to Gordon Greenwich. And this time he middles it, and you can hear the roar of the crowd as it skims away to square leg.
It's not in Gordon Greenwich's nature here to defend. Straight away is into the hook shot. What that does early on in an innings, if you can get the hook in quickly and you are a good hooker, it lets the bowler know that he can't dominate you, that he can't psychologically get on top of you. But you've got to be a good hooker early on to get it right.
There you see on the offside, 3 slips and a gully, with Larkins, Gooch, Lamb and Smith in the gully. And short square leg, just inside your picture there, is the man who's ducking every time he sees a hook coming. That's Alex Stewart with the white helmet. Caught him! That's why Stewart's there! Gordon Greenwich, amazingly so positive, is suddenly caught in 2 minds and just flips the dolly off the pad. And West Indies have lost their first wicket for 5 runs. Shall I hook? Shall I block? Well, he just tried to flick it round the corner, may have caught up on his hip. It's into the safe hands of Stewart, and the first wicket goes down for 5 runs.
This is a simple ball on his hip that he should tuck away quite easily, and he's got it really high up on the splice, and it just lobbed to short leg. He should have missed short leg there, really. It's only on the hip. It's not a difficult ball to play, but if you're getting hammered by the fast bowler's bouncers, your mind's got to keep slightly on the bouncer. There it is, and he's tucked it straight at him. It's all the area on either side of Alex Stewart that he could have missed him and taken 1 or 2 comfortable runs. Great start for England.
Caught him! He's gone! Lamb took it simply. Desmond Haynes' first attacking shot. The ball flies off the outside edge, and Alan Lamb has copped it. See the full flow of the bat, miles away from the body. Lamb says thank you very much, and still only 5 runs, and there are 2 wickets down.
The flashing off drive a long way from the ball, and that's a gift wicket. Nothing wrong with the pitch there. The ball really didn't move. Straight delivery, bowled in the right area, outside off stump, down that corridor, and Desmond Haynes, in his first match as captain, will really rule that shot. I think he'll see that on replay so often, he'll be really upset with that.
Well bowled again. A little walking, shuffling, no sort of shot.
This is a great delivery that you don't want early on. Down that corridor, 6 inches outside off stump, making him play.
Not a bad crowd in here today. We see a lot of the people sitting on the edge of the cycle track there. That'll be quite warm. But lots of English folk have arrived from all over England to watch this test match. Oh, that's one ball. He's gone. He's out. Caught behind. That's the end of Richie Richardson. A great wicket for Fraser and for England. It's hit the outside edge. An orthodox catch to the wicketkeeper. England have struck for the 3rd time. Here it is again. A magnificent delivery. Just moves away slightly. Hits the outside edge. Straight through to the keeper. And that's the end of a real danger man. Richie Richardson is out. And the score now is 22 for 3.
Richardson playing bat and pad close together, right in line where the ball pitched. The ball seeping away a little and brushing the outside edge. A comfortable catch for wicketkeeper Jack Russell.
Yes, that certainly was.
Well, that's hurt him. Ball just lifting more than the batsmen are anticipating out there, and it really has hurt Carlisle Best.
Yes, that's the one I just been talking about. The odd one that doesn't leap up to the face, but just hops a little bit. And you see how Carlisle gets the bottom hand jammed against the bat handle. Very painful indeed that, I can promise you.
He's gone, he's pushed at it, deflected it, and the West Indies have lost their 4th wicket for 27. Best out for 10. So the bat a long way away from the body, deflection, and another catch for Aaron Lamb, and more trouble for the West Indies. 27 for 4.
Not quite behind it, and it flew off the outside edge. Again, you see the bounce, the extra bounce, so the England bowlers still extracting the surprise bounce and the impromptu shot. Aaron Lamb, well, he's delighted, his 2nd catch, and why shouldn't he be delighted?
How much effect do you think the blow on the glove 2 balls earlier would have had on that shot?
Yes, I think considerably. We saw the ball after he made a point of getting right behind it, and then still that apprehension.
He's leg before, padding away. That's the 5th wicket. 29 for 5, the West Indies. What a collapse. Gladstone Small drawing this mistake from Jeffrey Dujon, completely misjudging the line, and umpire Barker raising the finger. Dujon leg before wicket to Small, and the West Indies are 29 for 5.
A very, very happy England side out there and their supporters. Oh, that's a beautiful shot. Magnificently cut away there by Logie. Into the fence it goes. And the West Indians, for the first time, seem to be getting just a little excited too.
Great shot here. He gets right over the top of it. It's only Small. He's waited till the ball's got at the height of its bounce, and he's just come down on it and used the pace of the ball. A great back foot shot. He's cut it behind point, look, right on the top of it, and it's flown away, and he's really danced down the pitch and enjoyed that on his return to Test match cricket.
That tells the story. He's got him, he's dropped him. What a miss that was. Russell went for it, he got both gloves to it. It was going straight to Larkins, and England have put one down. That was a vital opportunity.
Should have caught this. Good delivery outside of stump. Nicks it. That's a simple, straightforward catch. 2 gloves. The wicket-keeper should get 2 gloves to that and should catch it. He got big gloves on. Can't blame him for going for it, even though it was going to first slip. He should take it. It's in his arc. And what a miss that was.
What a marvellous session this has been for England. They won the toss, and they've used these conditions well. Well, that's a good shot. Beautifully played down the ground. A full toss, smashed away through the gap at mid-on, into the fence for 4.
Well, it doesn't matter when you're batting, what stage of the game, you love these sorts. Middle stump, low full toss, took it away, no mid-on, big gap. You've only got to time it nicely, and don't even bother to run, because that'll find the boundary.
How's that for camera work?
That was a good shout. A very confident shout. The benefit this time going to the batsman.
Yes, he shuffles across the crease here, but I think he gets an inside edge. He signals very quickly to the umpire. Whether he did or not, he's trying to make out that he got an inside edge, because it must be fairly close.
Oh, wow. Brilliant liftoff. We have a little wind ensemble down there before the game's over. It's in the air. Oh, it's just about a dozen yards to the right of Angus Fraser. For a moment I thought it was one of those that might fly off the top edge straight down the third man. It's not, it's 4 runs.
Well, anytime you bowl wide, this little man is going to throw the bat at the ball. As long as he gets some wood on it, he knows it's going to fly fast and high, and that's what he's doing. He's thrown his body at the ball, and although it was about 15 yards wide of Angus Fraser, and sometimes it does occasionally go for a catch, I think you've got to feel that it's a lucky wicket if you get somebody out that way.
Oh, and that's a good ball. He's got him out behind, caught behind. That's the end of it. Capel has struck. Cooper has edged that one. And he's beaten the bat on a couple of occasions. On that occasion, he found the outside edge. And that is a very vital wicket for England. This is how it happened. The ball pitched just about on off stump, just outside there. Not a very good shot. A little edge through to the keeper. And on that occasion, no mistake by the England wicketkeeper. So they are now 92 for 6.
I think Cooper may be a little disappointed. It was one he could possibly have left alone, but he committed himself to playing at it. It bounced a little on him. Took the outside edge rather high up, and Russell making no mistake this time.
Is in the air. What a good catch. Magnificently taken. Russell has snaffled that one way up to his right-hand side. The right-hand glove went out, and that is the end of Ezra Mosley. Beautifully caught behind. Have a look at this. The ball bouncing outside off stump. Big edge. Up she goes. And whack straight in the middle of that right mitt of his. And boy, that will bring a smile to his face. Ezra Mosley out for a duck. And the score now 93 for 7.
Here, Mosley trying to climb up and punch it through square, getting a thick outside edge, and Russell diving far to his right, coming up with the ball in one hand. A marvelous catch. I think he'll be a bit relieved after missing Logie a bit earlier in the day.
Ambrose on strike at the moment. Well, when he's hit that down the ground, he's not wasting any time. Hit that on the up. Fielded down there by Fraser, the ball coming back in, and they take 3. Well, that wasn't a bad shot.
No, Curtly Ambrose certainly isn't the tail end that you can underrate. He is one that has caused quite a few teams some problems.
So with Lamb, Capel, Bailey and Larkins out there, all from Northampton, you would have thought they'd know exactly where to put the fielders for one Ambrose. He's got that one away as little Gus Logie. Perhaps he's going to start playing a few shots now. Ambrose wanted 2, but Logie decided 1 would do.
100 for 7. England in a very strong position here.
No doubt about the fact that that's an extra long-handled bat that Ambrose has in his hands. Probably has a few extra grips on the handle as well. It's in the air, he's out, caught behind, a big nick there, away she goes, and once again Russell has struck, and Devon Malcolm has extracted the edge. And so England continue to cause havoc here in the ranks of this West Indian batting lineup. A wide delivery, and he went and dangled his bat at it. It's pretty straightforward, really. The catch taken, and so 8 wickets are down now, and the score is 103. Union Jack has been given a tremendous amount of stick out there today. Well, he's pulled that into the gap and down to the boundary. Lovely shot. It wasn't that short. So Gus Logie has decided to start turning it on. A magnificent shot to a ball that wasn't really that short.
Well, this one just short of a length. Logie rocking back and pulling it through mid-wicket. This is the sort of shot that Gus Logie and only a man of his size and stature can play. The ball not very short because of his little height, or because of the fact that he's not very tall. He's just able to rock back and whip it through mid-wicket for 4.
All good ball. Every now and again Capel produces a quicker delivery, and I think that rather surprised Logie. He had a little flirt at it.
I think the bounce more than the pace surprised Logie here, and that's exactly the sort of line Capel has to bowl at Logie now that he's looking to play shots. That one was outside the off stump, bouncing a bit. Logie looking to run it down to third man, and beaten by the bounce.
This is Fraser to Logie. And he's got that one away beautifully for 4. Magnificent cut shot. Into the fence it goes, and out of the seats come the West Indians. That was a magnificent shot. It's brought up his half century as well. Very well played, Gus Logie. Back in the side after injury, and have a look at this for a cut.
Well, it's his favourite shot. If you give him width and room and slightly short, he's going to whack you in that area all day. Nice little innings, great comeback after his finger injury.
That's a good shot. That'll go for 4. He's hit it well. So Ian Bishop brings the crowd to life here with that boundary. The end of the over from Capel. Bishop moves on to 11. The West Indies 144 for 8.
Well, that's as good a shot as any batsman can play. I'd have been proud of that when playing. Nothing wrong with that. He's cracked it away, timed it, and he doesn't even really have to bother running.
Well, that's a quite remarkable shot for 4. Almost a tennis slam.
Well, as I said, you cannot keep bowling short at this little man. He's going to cut you to ribbons. Anything short, he's going to whack you out there.
That's a fantastic shot by Logie. Just a little bit of room, and he hammered it away square for his 9th 4. Gus Logie moves on to 77. The West Indies 163 for 8.
Again, give him some width and slightly short. He's a little man. He's already in great position to cut it. Short backlift, quickly like a flash he's onto it and smacks it away.
And it's dropped. Alan Lamb, for the first time for the day, having held 2 very good ones at third slip, now puts down a regulation slip catch. She could have caught it.
Well, straightforward as slip catches go, if there's anything such as easy. It's up a long time, it doesn't go too quickly, nice waist high. Gives the fielder plenty of time. Look, he almost sort of plays it there, says, here, catch it, I've had enough of batting. And down it goes. And this session is turning into a nightmare for England.
Another good shot, crisply played. Really no need to run. You can tell with Gus Logie, so little backlift, but tremendous punch in the stroke.
Well, here Malcolm guilty of overpitching. Logie on the back foot, hitting straight through the line of the ball into the vacant mid-off position for 4.
That's the 4 runs you just saw. See the captain's head. Oh dear, not a half volley, he said. He's out, he's bowled him at long last. You can see the pain leave Devon Malcolm's face. Ferociously hot out there. And Ian Bishop's worthy innings comes to an end. In a way, he won't be too happy with. He hit it with the bat, dropped it back onto the stumps, played on, and this is how it happened. He was on the way to duck it, I think. Changed his mind. Inside edge, 177 for 9.
Seemed as though he was going to duck, then changed his mind in the last minute, got an inside edge onto his stumps.
Walsh wants to go. This will be a run out with it. Who's at the wicket? Nobody. Bad feeling. Devon Malcolm doesn't even offer. Angus Fraser sort of gets there. It's a very bad, far too slow throw. Well, that's astonishing. Angus Fraser never picked it up. Shambles.
Well, Logie here pushing the ball on the offside. Larkins came in quickly, was looking for the single. But Larkins failing to get the ball back to the bowler's end quickly now.
Oh, he missed it. He saw it. For a moment it was there, within his grasp. But it's 4 more runs to Guslogie, who now goes to 96.
Well, Malcolm pitching the ball right up here, and Logie having a go, hitting it straight back at him in the air. But Malcolm, who's had a lot of bowling today, probably a little tired and a bit late getting his hands in position there, and the ball going through for 4.
He's got that away, and he's got him. He's out, caught the gully. Magnificently taken on 98. That is the end of a superb innings by Gus Logie, and really, having played so well, one has to feel a little sorry for him. Caught in the gully on 98, and I suspect he'll be cheered all the way off the ground.
Well, he's got this in his favourite area, short, wide, he could clatter it anywhere, and he's done that nearly all day. And when it comes to the real moment to get his 100, he's hit it straight at deepish gully. He'll be very disappointed with that, because he played a super innings. He's clattered England's bowlers on that square cut and back cut so often, and then he's hit it straight at the gully.
And everyone giving the little fellow a cheer off the ground. A huge smile on his face. And even the English supporters recognise a top knock. Having said that, they're probably also giving the England players a big cheer as well, because having started so badly, they've still limited this West Indian side to 199.
So West Indies, 199 all out, 5 for 2, 29 for 5. What a dreadful start. And then Gus Logie, that magnificent 98, the 6-wicket partnership with Hooper of 63, and the 9th with Bishop of 74. A lovely innings by him. Rather sad, in fact, that he had to fall short by 2 runs of a well-deserved century. Now, as for the bowling, well, there were 2 catches dropped. Logie was dropped on 17 by Russell, and Bishop on 15 by Lamb, but 8 catches were taken out of 10, and the rewards to Gladstone Small, 2 wickets only. I thought him rather unlucky. Devon Malcolm deserved his 4, 3 for Fraser, and 1 for Capel. So let's now join the England innings. 21 for no wicket, and Curtly Ambrose bowls to Graham Gooch.
And once they can pick up runs like that, down between third slip and gully, along the ground for 4, so Larkins gets his first boundary, and England move on to 25 without loss.
Oh, and straight away, that's a magnificent bouncer. A really quick ball. And just one to Larkins. He had no idea where that was. He tried to take evasive action, and it seemed to me to hit him somewhere around about the shoulder. Let's have another look, see exactly where it did hit him.
Yeah, well, he's just started to put it together, actually. It looks as though he did him on the helmet. taking evasive action. You can run as a batsman if it hits you on the body, the helmet, or anywhere. No problem, run for it.
This is Bishop again. Oh, and that must be very close, going down the leg side, perhaps. Yes, it dipped back a little bit, and Gooch was really struck very low there, and I don't think he saw that one very well. Let's have another look at it.
Oh, my goodness me, he's played back here. That looks very close to me. That looks very straight. I don't know how the umpire gave that not out. I really don't.
He's got that one away in the air. Magnificent shot that is. One bounce into the crowd down at square leg. Well, that went so sweetly off the bat. Gooch has gone down for a little chat. Don't get too confident, son. He said, no, don't worry, Captain. That was in front of square.
I think Graham Gooch has said, don't beat in too many boundaries. We'll be out here for another hour. We want to get into the peace of the dressing room with no wickets down.
Oh, he's got him. He's dropped him. Well, it's gone straight to Haynes at slip, and he's dropped it. It went quickly, but it was dropped.
Well, a very tempting floating delivery outside off stump. Simple slip catch there for first slip. Done everything right, Desmond Haynes.
Well, after that dropped chance, the players were off at the light, and they, of course, decided to go off after batting for 1 hour and 5 minutes. England batted well, I thought. They defused the whole situation, and the bowling a bit lacklustre at the start, but maybe, well, who knows, spin might be a factor later on. 43 for no wicket, England 156 behind. And talking about spin, Carl Hooper bowled there. He's the only spinner on the field. It would be ironic, would it not, if England, having left out both their spinners, are undone by West Indian spin. Really extraordinary. And it's another hot and humid day out here. Although there's a breeze, it's a very warm breeze. Now, there are two observations to make. The first is about the pitch. It was most helpful to bowlers in the first session when England bowled on it. And over the next 2 days, it should be drier and much easier to bat on. In fact, the best for batting during the whole match. So can England capitalise on that? Responsibility, therefore, on Gooch and Larkins. This first session is vitally important. The pattern of collapse against the West Indies over the last decade has been where 1 or 2 get runs and then suddenly they rout the whole middle order. England have to avoid that. It's Gooch and Larkins with that huge responsibility. Let's see how they get on. Here comes Ian Bishop. Oh, and that was so close to Larkins' bat.
Well, how do you start your day like this? Just a waft outside the off stump, a lazy sort of waft, lack of concentration. I bet his mates in the pavilion can't even believe this.
That was very well played.
Well, this livened up the local crowd a bit of pace and bounce there from Bishop, the first one this morning, but not too difficult to bowl, played it well. It's good 1.5 foot off his chin, which is quite a long way when you're an opening batsman. Look, he got his face out of the way quite comfortably.
Oh, that's beautifully bowled. Well, he's a very unlucky man, Ezra Mosley.
Beautifully bowled. Right outside off stump there, moving away, opening Larkins up, making him play a little bit tentatively and chest on, ball it down the corridor of uncertainty there.
There'll be runs here. Yes. It's very bad luck again for Ezra Mosley. Finds the edge of the bat, but steered downwards.
Well, they all count for England, but a model victory here for Ezra Mosley. Bowled it in that corridor again, outside off stump, made Larkins play a little tentatively at it, thick edge, went for 4, and entitled to those a bit.
So Mosley again, very short run. That's nicely played. He hits the ball away on the onside beautifully, but little Gus Logie is very quick. And that little arm of his Absolutely unbelievable.
Very good fieldsman, Gus Logie. I think we've seen a lot of Keith Alderton this season, and we've forgotten how good Gus Logie is in the field, and he is one of the best fieldsmen in the world, believe it or not.
Good timing this. That one on leg stump. Oh, a bowl. He's beaten the outside edge again. Gooch is in all sorts of trouble, and Mosley is creating those problems.
Well, here we see Ezra Mosley getting the ball to leave the bat, pitching on the off stump, going away from Gooch, making him square up. And Mosley must be thinking what he has to do to brush the edge.
He's beaten him again. Fumbled on that occasion. What an over this is turning out to be.
Very good bowling here by Mosley. Yet again, going past the outside edge. The ball just moving away a little. Not much movement, but just enough to go past the outside edge. And my, no luck for him this morning. But he is bowling well.
Confident appeal for a leg before. Umpire Barker says not out. And Ambrose seems dumbfounded.
Well, it's almost as if Wayne Larkin said, well, I really must get my feet going, and when I go forward, I must get right forward. Maybe he thought it should have gone for 4, but big shout for LBW. All we heard was the jamming of the bat against the boot.
That's a good shot. Straight into the gap at mid-on. We'll be looking for 3 here. So that was nice timing by Gooch.
Picks off a nice half volley outside off stump and just works it straightish to the onside, but keeps the bat nice and straight going through the ball. Doesn't try to hit it too hard, just leans into it.
The lunchtime score was 88 for no wicket. Unspectacular maybe, but highly satisfactory for England. A heavy shower delayed the restart and 9 overs were lost. We rejoined play in the first over after the stoppage. Let's join the afternoon session.
Oh, a bowl. Beautiful delivery. Just outside off stump. They keep going past the outside edge.
Here the pattern continuing from before lunch. Walsh this time going past the outside edge of Wayne Larkin.
In the air and just short of slip. Once again, it hit the outside edge. It didn't carry to slip, and luckily for England, it's gone flying away down to the boundary for 4.
Yes, this one by Walsh. Pitching on the off stump. Larkin's playing a little inside the line of that one. The ball taking a thick outside edge. Bouncing just short of Hooper. It is a 3rd slip, eluding him down to the boundary for 4.
Down the leg side and taken there. Big appeal for caught behind, and Dujon cannot believe it. The umpire not interested. Dujon really did think that one hit the edge. Gooch, I must say, looked a little edgy as he looked over his shoulder. We'll come back to that in a little while. Let's have a look at it. Can you pick up an edge here?
Well, the ball, I think, just brushing the thigh pad. Dujon taking a good catch down the leg side. And umpire Barker having nothing to do with it.
Look at Dujon, he can't believe it. Always beaten him. Once again, the ball beating the outside edge. Gooch wouldn't have been happy with that one. Just a little bit of movement away off the seam.
No luck again here for Walsh. Gooch flashing at that one outside the off stump. Ball just beating the outside edge. How close?
Off the pipe pad, and another single there. And that brings up the 100 partnership between these two. That's the first 100 stand for the first wicket for England since June 1998 against the West Indies at Trent Bridge. And so Larkins steers that one down to third man, and that brings up his first 50 in Test match cricket. It's been a good solid effort by him. He's normally very much a stroke maker, but he's kept himself nice and controlled, and his captain wandering down the pitch there to shake him by the hand. Well done, mate. Now don't forget, keep going.
Well, there's no shortage of advice for Desmond Haynes. That's firmly hit. Long chase here for Haynes. It's going to be touch and go. And they'll come for a third. So 3 runs to Larkins, firmly hit off the back foot, carrying him to 53 and score up to 108.
Well, that was one of those nicely timed shots by Larkins, which would certainly have been 4 yesterday, or before the rain. It was off the middle of the bat. He produces them out of a surprising defensive posture.
Well, how many times Ezra Mosley has gone past the bat in this superb spell?
He has this wonderful skill of just making the ball leave the bat. And when you think how long Gooch has been out there, how his eye is used to picking up the line. 4 hours now.
Edged it just short of the fielder. Well, it went down close to Dujon, but it was going downwards.
And Haynes had showed him a huge gap there, square on the offside. Very attractive when the ball was short, but although it was a top edge, it went downwards.
Oh, he's got him, he's out, caught behind. Ambrose has struck. The partnership has been broken at last. The West Indians have found that outside edge they've been searching for. Magnificent delivery, just moved off the seam a little bit, a faint little nick straight to Dujon, and that is the end of Larkins, out caught behind for 54. It's 1-1-2 for 1.
Bowling it down the channel, just getting Larkins pushing there, not quite so sure where his off stump is. Good ball.
Yes, well, that broke the partnership, and they've been trying so much, and have a look at the absolute jubilation. They've been waiting for this for a while. You've got to go a long way up there to get hold of his hands, I tell you. And out come the bugles. That bugle has been deathly quiet for a while. And Stewart, who's under a little bit of pressure here, there'd have been quite a long debate about his selection in this side. However, he got the nod and he's out there. Had Hussain have been fit, it might have been a slightly longer debate. But he's tough, and this is a big challenge for him, but I can assure you he'd be very tense. Ambrose. Oh, he's beaten the outside edge. That was a loose shot.
Well, this is definitely a loose shot from Alex Stewart. You want to get a side to the ball before you start flashing off the back foot like that.
He's off the mark. Will it get to the boundary? No, it won't. So 3 runs to Stewart. A little relief for him.
Big sigh of relief here from Alex Stewart. He played forward defensive, slightly open face, and the ball goes quite safely down to the boundary, but you're keen to get those first runs.
In the air, over the top of third slip, and into the fence for 4. That's not a bad shot, that one. It was always up there. And that brings up his 50. That's the first boundary off the bat of Graham Gooch today.
Yeah, good shot that, very deliberate. He's waited for the bounce, the short pitch ball. It's risen, bounced a little bit like a tennis ball, and he's waited for it. He's waited for it to come right past him at shoulder height and just help it on his way and deliberately play it in the air. I've been watching Ezra Mosley very closely today, Tony Croser, and you've seen a lot of him as a Barbadian. I get the impression that though he's bowled well, he's tried to bowl in the corridor just outside off stump that Gladstone Small and Fraser bowling, that he's bowled half a yard too short.
Now Jeffrey Dujon, who has injured something, one of those fingers. Which one?
Watch this ball bounce. It's gone a second time there, and then up through his gloves onto his kneecap. Difficult time for keepers when the ball's doing that.
And in fact, it looks as if he's going to go off the ground. It looks as if he's got that cracked, and that would be a tremendous setback for the West Indies. And it will be Gordon Greenwich, who's kept wicket before as a substitute for Jeffrey Dujon.
Well, he's had some problems as Desmond Haynes in this first Test match. 87 he's played. His 87th Test match, first time as captain. He lost the toss, scored a nought, dropped a catch last night. So he's not having an easy time of it.
Bishop, his 18th over. And that's hooked away. This looks as if it might be 4. And yes, glory be, we've had a 4 off the middle of the bat. And suddenly the crowd is awake.
This one short, just on the off stump. Goose getting back and pulling it through mid-wicket. Think he's been there long enough now to start looking for shots like this and capitalizing on that short ball from Bishop.
And that's a good shot and a brilliant stop. Quite brilliant. You'd have to be that length to have stopped it. See him, Bishop.
Outstanding cricket here. Ball flies by Hooper. Goose driving wide of mid-on. And Bishop, a fast bowler, diving to his right there. Great stop.
Well, just watch it. It's almost past him. It's a tremendous shot. Wonderful dive. That's really tremendous athleticism there. Now they'll be chewing over the facts of that scoreboard. England won 44 for 1. They'd never have believed that at the start of the day. That's well bowled and well fended off in the end. Dropped it straight down.
Well, Ambrose digging this one in, able to extract some extra bounce here, having to jump off the ground in order to bring that one down.
Yes, I was brought up to see pictures of Kenny Barrington playing that hopping defensive shot. Well, here's another sorry man, Alex Stewart. Look at the feet off the ground. The ball back with Curtly Ambrose for a new over. Oh, beautifully bowled, and that's typical of so much that's happened during the day. So much of the luck has gone in his way. Fine ball, says Gucci.
Yet again, going past the outside edge, just beside the off stump, little away movement, bit of bounce, but no luck once again. Greenwich having to jump to take that one.
A single, a leg by. And the 150 goes up. The crowd, numbed by the slow tempo, perhaps not realizing that.
And out in the centre, well, Jeff Dujon, I should think quite a relieved man. He's been down to the hospital, had an X-ray, and it's been confirmed that he has no fracture, no chip, no problems. Well, he's probably got a bit of a hematoma. But they'll be very pleased for him to be back out in the centre, taking up his position behind the stumps. Brian Lara substituting for Richie Richardson. Richie Richardson has a migraine. He's off the ground. So it's going to be Ambrose again. This time to Stewart. So I should think that Ambrose is going to try and go past his chin. There we go, and there's a big appeal. He's gone. He's out caught behind. Exactly as we were saying, except that it was a little bit down the leg side. But those gloves have gone up there. I'm a little surprised he walked. Clearly it flicked the gloves, and he's out caught behind. There it goes. It flicks the glove just through to the wicketkeeper. Dujon makes the catch, and he didn't even bother to look at the umpire there. Off he goes, and England are now 152 for 2.
Gets his body turned round a bit, chest on, and if he could just get himself a little more sideways on, I think he's got the game then to do quite well. But it is a problem for him at the moment.
Yes, there's no doubt that he gloved that one, and on his bike he went. In the air, straight to the wicketkeeper, but no bat.
Well, a little bit of turn there from Hooper, gentle turn, nice lobbed up onto the pad and then onto slip. I don't think there was any real shout.
Oh, he's tried to hit that on the onside, right across the line, and went onto the arm a bit, hit the outside edge. He's coming back for the second. There's a fumble down there, and so that was a little lucky for Graham Gooch.
Watch how the ball is fairly straight and he plays right across the line. He's trying to hit it too wide to mid-on and gets an outside edge.
Lamb on strike. Ambrose straight at him. Lamb underneath it, no trouble at all. They love their dances in the West Indies. That's brought a smile to the face of Ambrose. Very short, though.
This is the Ambrose we know, almost a yard quicker here than some of his other balls. Since he got the wicket with Stewart, that ball was quick against Stewart. This was quick, just the same. Really putting it in now. This is what I was saying earlier in the day. He was bowling, I felt, within himself.
Oh, another one. Once again, Lamb underneath it, very confidently. Chirpy out there, isn't he, Lammy? 130 in the first test. He has another look at that bouncer. Better one, this one, a little closer to the crash of it. Well, those two should keep him on the back foot.
Yeah, and I'm not sure it's a good idea to duck with the bat in the air, periscope up. You think you've ducked under the bouncer, but if it hits the bat when it's high up in the air and cannons off to slip or somewhere, that would be a silly way to get out.
Well, he's got that way, well fielded. No, it's not. It's going for 4. Magnificent timing that by Lamb. Outside off stump, he's hit that one straight through Haynes in the gully. Down to the boundary for 4. This is a lovely shot.
Well, just like Gus Logie, Alan Lamb, he's small, compact. If you give him anything short and wide, he's going to cut you to ribbons. He's not going to hang around. He's not the sort of player. Give him width, room to get those hands in. He'll cut the backsides off the bowlers. And he'll certainly make it hot for Gully. Got to pitch it up to Alan Lamb, give him a chance to drive. He'll give you the slips a chance.
So Lamb on 4 now. He's off the mark. Oh, it's a good delivery. Beautiful line. And Lamb didn't know much about that one. He tried to drop his gloves on it.
Curtly Ambrose pitching the ball further up, making Lamb play defensive, think about playing forward, and then cut him in 2. Really open him up, chest on. Alan Lamb come right over there, chest on, both feet pointing straight down the pitch towards the umpire. Not a good technical shot.
Oh, and he's beaten him again. That's a magnificent over. Alan Lamb struggling a little bit. Beautiful bowling.
What a difference a wicket makes. Every ball this over, he's really put it in. Beaten the bat most of the time. So that one he got wide. Nice delivery. Big fingers there, big hand. Brings those fingers over the ball, cuts it away, and leaves Alan Lamb in no man's land. Yes, I think he's got his hands full at the moment. There's a little bit of a spring in Ambrose's step since he got that wicket. I know if I was a new batsman, I should be thinking a quick single and get down to facing the little off-spinner Hooper.
All in the air and just short of the fieldsman. Best is the man at second slip. It didn't carry. Lamb gets 2. Another good delivery, that one from Ambrose.
Yes, he's bowling well, is Kirtley Ambrose. He's bowling just outside the off stump, slightly wide of the crease, big tall man, and it's hard. He's got it right in that corridor outside off stump, making the batsman, probing his weakness just out there, making him push at the ball, and the edge just luckily falls short of a magnificent slip fielder in best.
I think he's trying to suggest he brings on the left arm spinner. I'm not sure they've picked one of those. The old rum and coconut juice has got to him, I think. Oh, he's hit that down the ground. A magnificent shot that by Lamb. Now, this is a very interesting tactic. Lamb has decided he's going to hit one down the ground over the top, and it will be interesting to see how long it takes the West Indian captain to change his field or indeed take the bowler off.
Well, how many times the outside edge has been found today? Through the slips, edge found, down between first slip and second for 4, and more often than not, it has been off this bowler, Ezra Mosley.
Ezra Mosley must wonder what Test match cricket's all about, because he's beaten the bat, he's got the edge, nothing's gone to hand. And there you see the new ball flying off the side of Lamb's back and away for 4. So England getting closer now. Now that's where the fielder, I think, should be. You see, you have a new ball, the extra bounce, and that end particularly has bounced more than the one nearest us. We've thought all along that the men in business would be at short leg with a square, or just behind, a leg gully. We've seen leg gullies out there. But very few hooks have been attempted throughout the day.
And of course, well, here the umpires are now, a little bit of a look at the light meter. A nod here, a question there. And they are going to offer it to the batsman. And there's no question the batsman will go off. And so that's the end of the day's play.
189 for 2 then the England score. Gooch 83 not out. What a hero. And with Larkins putting on 112 for the opening partnership, 54 by Larkins, the highest of his Test career. I thought the bowlers a bit unlucky, especially Ezra Mosley, and Courtney Walsh too. He bowled excellently, but no luck. Kirtley Ambrose with the second new ball, he really raised it a gear, and he deserved a couple of wickets in the later sessions. So in Port of Spain, and indeed we lost an hour and 40 minutes at the start of play. Secondly, the second new ball in the hands of dangerous bowlers, it was just 4 overs old. Well, the score moves on now to 195 for 2, and Ian Bishop is bowling to Graham Gooch.
Oh, what a beautiful ball. Big appeal. He's giving out. He's got in. Gooch has looked a little surprised. A magnificent delivery, that one from Ian Bishop. It's bounced. It's hit the outside edge. It's gone flying through to the keeper. And Gooch's innings has come to an end. Have a look at it. There it is again. Did he nick it? It was certainly very close to the edge. Once again, his shoulder coming around. His head certainly spinning. And that is the end of the England captain. The West Indies have struck early this morning, 195 for 3.
Good delivery here from Bishop, outside off stump, bounces a little bit. And Gooch, a little bit chest on there, what I was talking about earlier, not quite so sideways on. And I think it's only a reflex action as Graham Gooch waits for the decision. Watch how his feet turn around, pointing towards the umpire. When he finishes his shot, his chest on.
Oh, and he's beaten the outside edge straight away. Another lovely delivery from him. A good over from Bishop. And Smith very nearly out first ball.
What a difference a wicket makes. What a jaffing delivery there from the quick bowler. Pitched quickly, left him, out cutter there, really leaving Robin Smith stranded. Fine delivery from Bishop.
In the air, and up they go. There's a huge appeal there, and I don't think he hit it. I think that is a good decision by umpire Clyde Cumberbatch. The West Indies reckon they're on a roll here.
I don't think there was any chance of that being given out. That was dreadful appealing from the West Indies. You see Slips running up and jumping up there, running towards the umpire. Watch this slip. It's the pad, bounces up. The bat is nowhere near the pad there, yet the Slips all go running towards the umpire to try and get him to give a decision in their favour. I think that was very bad.
Salam, very determined. He's on 21 at the moment. Robin Smith down the other end hasn't scored. Gooch out. That's well played. He's got right up on his toes, and that one will run across that damp outfield. Richie Richardson, the fieldsman. His throw just a little bit wide. And so that's the end of a good over from Ambrose. Let's have another look at that shot. He's on his toes there, and nicely played. Oh, that's just outside the line. Lamb playing from the crease there. Didn't look as if he picked that one up very well.
Well, it's a fairly straight delivery, probably only just going down, but it's straight enough to encourage the bowlers. Certainly these few balls this morning, there's been a lot of fire and aggression in Bishop particularly.
Oh, he's beaten the outside edge. So twice now Alan Lamb has lost his concentration and played and missed at wideish deliveries outside off stump.
You've got to say that's a sloppy shot from Alan Lamb. Look at this, it's lunchtime coming up. He could leave that ball. There's no need to be looking for runs. And after he misses the ball, you'll see him almost talk to himself and sort of say what a stupid clot I was.
The crowd beginning to build up now as a result of the rain. A lot of the locals would have stayed away. The word will now be spreading around the Port of Spain that, in point of fact, the game is underway. Lamb getting that one away, down to fine leg 2, and back for the second 2. That's good running by Lamb, comfortably home.
Well, Alan Lamb was very quick and positive there. He made a sort of 1.5 runs into a quick 2. Bit of sort of slack feeling by fine leg on the West Indies side, and he was off like a shot for a quick 2. Nice little tuck down the leg side, but it really wasn't a 2. Fielder just ambling around there, taking his time. He should have been into that quicker.
This is Ambrose, 2 balls to go. Oh, and that's hit him. How can they be appealing for that? Miles over the top.
Yes, they can appeal for that. If they think that the ball is going to hit the wickets, no matter where it hits him on the body, if it's going to hit the wickets, and that's hit him about the shoulder there, just above the stumps. But I think that's worth a shout. Look, he's very low down. That's probably just above the stumps.
All sorts of positions there. It was almost like a circus act, but I think a bit more uncomfortable.
Wonderful cricket was that. Bouncer there from Bishop, doesn't get up too high, Robin Smith's ducking, but realises then that it's not getting up high and has to sway out of the way. Wonderful cricket to watch that.
Did you say you wanted to shave as well, sir? Actually, he played it brilliantly. He kept his eye on it all the way. Well, that again looked a very painful blow, my word, on the inside of the thigh. There's nothing worse. It's right into the soft flesh there, and that's hurt Alan Lamb.
Oh, they'd love to give you a few medals, do fast bowlers. Oh, that'll be hurting then. He'll be cursing under his breath, will Alan Lamb, as that goes straight into the flesh. I can tell you, sometimes I've seen bruises where you can actually see the seam marks on your skin as the blood comes up.
There we are. That's a pretty novel way of getting rid of peanuts. I suppose they chucked the cash back at him as well. Perhaps he's got someone up there. Have a runner collecting the dough.
Oh, it's out, got him, caught behind, Picnic. Can't hang around for those. He hit the cover off that one, big deflection, and Robin Smith out caught behind. Mosley has struck it last, and my goodness, he's deserved this wicket. So the big nick there, through to the wicketkeeper, and nicely taken by Dujon into the action. Up goes the finger. Disappointed Robin Smith making his way back to the pavilion, out for 5. It's 214 for 4.
Mosley, who went past the outside edge so often yesterday, must have been disappointed, but here he's rewarded with his first wicket. Smith caught by Dujon.
So Robin Smith out, and now the pressure right on a young man, 26 years of age, out there in his second test match. Born in Biddulph, Staffordshire. And he made 43 in that first test of his. There we go.
Oh, and it's out. He's got him. First ball is gone. First ball out. The ball hit the glove, went straight up in the air. And have a look at this. Bailey on his way. First ball. This is how it happened. Off the glove, in the air. And the catch taken there at forward short leg. Up goes the finger. And that is the end of Robert Bailey. 5 down for 214.
You can see Bailey here is surprised a bit by the pace and the bounce that Mosley generates. He takes his eyes off the ball at the last minute and offers Gus Logie a comfortable catch. You'll notice him taking his eyes off there, not able to control the ball, and just popping it up into the air for Gus Logie to gobble up.
So Lamb on strike. He's got 32. Capel out there with him. This is Bishop. Oh, and that's hit him. Come on, ball him out. It's hit him in the stumps. Have gone down. Lamb is out.
The West Indies are going absolutely mad out there. A magnificent spell this by Ian Bishop. Lamb's leg stump is lying on the ground. And England all of a sudden finding things very tough indeed. This is how it happened. He turned his head on it. It hit him just under the chin, I think. Up goes the bail, back goes the leg stump. I think that may have hit the grill in front of his crash helmet. The bugles are blowing, the conches are blowing. The West Indies have come alive. England now 214 for 6.
This one he decided to get out of the way. The ball wasn't short enough. Struck him on the side of the face and then hit the leg stump. Look at the ball crashing into the side of the face there, on the visor actually, and then hitting the leg stump out of the ground.
Yes, it certainly did make a little dent in those bars that protect Lamb's jaw.
It's out. He's always dropped him. Straightforward catch there to Greenwich, and down it goes. Well, it was a big deflection, went straight to Greenwich. He looked as if he had it covered all the way. However, it popped out.
Yes, Tony, just as I was talking about a bit more luck today for Mosley, he managed to brush the edge of Capel, the ball going straight to Greenwich, who just failed to hold on to it. This one short of a length, just leaving Capel. He plays away from his body. Greenwich, there fumbles and the ball spills out, and Capel lives to fight another day.
He's got that into the gap. Ambrose is after it. He may not get there. This may get to the boundary. Yes, it will. So a nice, delicate little flick down towards fine leg, and that is the first 4 of the day.
Yes, Bishop digging this one in short. The ball getting up just above the waist, Jack Russell, who gets inside and turns it back with a square. This one not having the pace and venom of his previous deliveries, and Russell able to handle it easily. I think, Tony, the West Indies would have to be careful not to underrate this pair. Both of these batsmen have scored 90s in Test cricket. If my memory serves me correctly, Capel made 98 against Pakistan in Pakistan, and Russell scored 90 odd against Sri Lanka in England.
Ezra Mosley. And that's one of those that hops up there. That's the end where occasionally the ball hops up, and luckily for David Capel, that was not on target.
.328 for 6 the score. Oh, and that's a good delivery. Very close to the off stump. He played and missed. Ball keeping just a little low.
Yes, he opens Russell up, though. He sort of opens himself up to play the ball there, and although it kept a bit low, I felt he opened his chest up too early. Should have stayed a little more sideways on. Both this batsman and bowler know each other, playing for the same county, Gloucestershire. The pressure is all on the England batsman at the moment.
Oh, and he's out. He's got him. Caught him off the glove, I'd say, or was it off the elbow? Russell's going nowhere. The West Indians are all in the air. I think it may have come off the little pad he's got there. It made a very woody type noise. Went in the air, but the umpire's given it not out. That's Lloyd Barker there. Just for the second, I thought it sounded woody, but I think it hit the padding that he wears in his arm.
No, this is top-class umpiring for me. I saw it straight away. It's hit him on the arm. It's not touched the glove. The fielders are very excited, and it's very intimidating for an umpire, but that's definitely, very clearly hit him on the arm. Great umpiring, that.
That's well played. Lovely drive off the back foot. There's the fielder.
Good shot here from the wicketkeeper. Russell stays nicely watching the ball and just punches through the shot. There's nobody at mid-off, mid-on. If he can play straight at the ball, keep it straight, he's going to pick up 1s and 2s all the time.
Oh, he's dropped him. He got a finger on that. Not many would have done, but it's running away down towards the boundary, and it's been picked up down there by Richie Richardson. Well, the best is lightning fast. He got a finger on it. We'll have a look at it in a moment. 236 for 6. Go on then, Fiery. Did he touch it?
No, definitely not. Jack Russell played it there. 2 simple runs. Look, ball bounces, just guides it past slip. Too quick for him. It's gone.
He really is adept at just getting out of the way, dropping the wrist, letting that ball pass.
Yes, he watches the ball. It's quite short, is this, outside leg stump, looks to play it, just drops the hands, and the ball goes past. And although it looks as if the ball is beating the bat, it isn't really. He's never looked in any trouble at all, just drops those hands. As long as he keeps those hands out of the way, Dujon can clap all day long, and he's not really giving Russell any problems.
Well, he now decides to come around the wicket. Angled across Russell. Russell can take the bat away. With the angle, the ball is going to leave him. Now it's going to be a different proposition. He's going to come around the wicket. The angle is different. The ball is going to come into him, slanted that way. and with the angle, he can turn it off the legs for a single. In fact, he'll get the second as Ian Bishop fumbles. So he moves on to 15. He's been in for an hour and a half. Jack Russell, he's picked up 15 runs, and 15 runs without any real problem. And in next will be Gladstone Small, to be followed by Angus Fraser and Devon Malcolm. So just the three fast bowlers to come. He's got him. Caught by Best. He doesn't drop anything. Walsh has made the breakthrough. Russell caught by Best at second slip off Walsh for 15. England 243 for 7. So the angle coming into, and he couldn't leave that alone. And Best, a very alert slip catcher. Russell goes. England 243 for 7.
Russell here likes to drop those wrists, but the ball is spearing into him. He tries to bring the bat inside, but the ball follows him. The ball keeps following him because Walsh is bowling around the wicket. Nice smart catch there from very good slip fielder Best.
And after a long period of silence, after that partnership between Russell and Capel, it's broken now, and the conch shell comes out to hail the achievement. Change in bowling. Hooper comes off. Mr. Universe just giving a demonstration for his very good definition there. Well, he says he loves England. England at the moment are ahead. They've got 243 for 7.
That's out. Gladstone's ball is gone. Ian Bishop strikes again. And these fast bowlers have really torn the heart out the England batting order. 244 for 8. Back and across. The ball nips back a little bit, smack in front. England 8 down now for 244.
Well, this one was bang on target. Little low, but beating Gladstone Small for pace. The umpire having no choice but to give Gladstone Small out there.
It struck him. He's okay. He set off for a run, but played the shot a little too soon. And seriously trying to get down on the ball, I think. Oh, that little rehearsal was a bit of a scoop.
Yes, Capel going into a hook shot here. A little too quick on the shot. Playing it much too early. The ball hitting the toe end of the bat. Seems, and he's a bit lucky to get away with that.
Oh, that stopped. Well stopped, but a lovely shot there by David Capel. That's Richie Richardson at cover.
Good bit of cricket here. Walsh giving Capel a bit of room. Capel playing a slashing cover drive, but a good stop there by Richie Richardson at point.
Well, that's a good game, Roger. Do you think the ball will move off there? Getting a bit of bounce, coming back a little bit from outside off stump.
Yes, learning to play the bouncing ball, Tony.
And this time makes contact. Exactly what England wanted. Well played, David Capel. 257 for 8.
Well, the youngster looks nice and comfortable. Always beating the outside edge and not happy with himself. Yes, he knew he shouldn't have had a little flirt at that one.
Well, I don't know about a little flirt. I think he had a big flirt at this. It was quite wide. He could hardly reach it. He's that far away from his body. Look at him. He's so disgusted with himself. But you expect tail-enders to make a mistake or two. They like to bat. They like to do well. Poor Angus Fraser there knows he nearly got himself out.
He's beaten the outside edge again. That's a good delivery. There's nothing much he could do about that. You know, I think it probably beat him for pace. It was a lovely delivery, good length, good line, and quick.
Got everything in the right area, outside that off stump, down the corridor. Ambrose has got everything right this over, made him play and miss. Been very circumspect as Angus Fraser.
Oh, what a good ball. Well, that would encourage David Capel, because it very definitely moved away off the pitch.
Perfect outswing of this, just outside off stump. You can see the ball actually swerve past the outside edge and leave Capel in no man's land. Pushing through the ball, just through the air. Never looked like making contact. Great delivery.
They're calling for a wicket. The West Indies certainly need one now. Dropped another catch off Mosley. That's the second he's put down for the day. He dropped Capel when he was one, and that was another straightforward one.
Well, this is the price I think the West Indies are paying now for being in the field so long. The concentration has just gone there. That was a long time in the air. Really should have been caught by Gordon Greenwich. He won't want any excuses made on his behalf. Tried to catch it in the end, mainly right-handed, the right hand behind the ball. That's natural too. It just slipped away.
And that's gone down towards the boundary. Down there is Bishop. He won't stop it. It goes into the fence for 4. So the edge found 4 runs. The third man not fine enough. 37 now to David Capel, 282 for 8.
In the air, and he's got him. No trouble on that occasion. Hooper making the catch there. And he never looked as if he was going to drop it either. So Ambrose has struck. That was a very useful innings from Angus Fraser. He hung in there, but this is how it ended. Just outside off stump, thick edge, straight to Hooper, slightly to his left, and he caught it, no trouble at all. So Angus Fraser out for 11, 284 for 9.
Never really got forward. Ambrose forced him back, kept him back there, never really got his left foot out. He's done a good job for England.
Even Malcolm having a little look around, he does notice that there are 4 slips waiting for an outside edge. This has to be the Yorker. Yes, it is, just past the off stump, and he has survived the over. Well done, Devin Malcolm. It's now over to David Capel. He's on 37, and I can't believe that he isn't going to get stuck in now.
This innings will have done David Capel world of good. He's been desperate to make a decent score. He's been working so hard at his batting, but runs have been hard to come by.
He's got that one away. It's in the air. He's going to be out. He's caught. Yes, caught the deep. Ezra Mosley down there came in perfectly, watched the ball all the way down, and he made the catch. And so Berkeley Ambrose has struck. David Capel's innings comes to an end. He gets a little pat on the back there from his partner Devin Malcolm, undefeated on this occasion. This is how it happened.
Well, a bouncer here, he's trying to score, and he just got a top edge. It looped up in the air, gave Mosley plenty of time to judge the catch and wait for it. But he can't be too disappointed. He's done himself proud. He's done well for England, and I think he's done very well for himself.
So as for the England batting, Gooch went straight away and then collapsed. Within 7 minutes, 3 wickets fell in 4 balls for no runs. And then the fighting revival, Russell Capel put on 29, Capel and Fraser 40. David Capel, 40 runs he scored, operating sensibly with the tail. England 288 all out. West Indies, well, their pace was quite fearsome, I thought, especially at the start of the day. Ambrose aggressive, the pick of them with 4 wickets, Bishop faster than before with 3, and Mosley again unlucky, but collecting the first 2 wickets of his Test match career. So the England lead 89. Well, despite the bad light, the West Indies innings did start, and Devin Malcolm is bowling to Gordon Greenwich.
Another good shot from Greenwich, beautifully driven down the ground for 4. If he's looking for a light decision, that's not going to do him too much good. That was right off the meat of the bat.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that shot. Whenever you play it, at whatever time of your innings or time of day. Controlled, full face of the bat, through the line of the ball, keeping the left elbow up high, beautifully timed, didn't try and hit it too hard.
So Devon Malcolm again off his long run. Greenwich still has the strike. He's also got 6. Oh, and that's hit him. He's taken evasive action. He'd get 4 for that because he was trying to get out of the way. Now it's the short ball that causes the problem, and straight away the umpire moving across to his colleague to have a talk to him about the light. And that's the point Jeff Boycott and I were making. A silly thing to do, really, because they will now go off, I feel certain.
Well, I feel quite honestly, as an opening batsman, I'd be annoyed that I even had to face the first few balls, because I think it was the other night they came up 10, 15 minutes earlier.
And so they've asked the batsman, and the batsman have said, yes, please, and so off they go.
After that brief effort by Gordon Greenwich and Desmond Haynes, the England lead was reduced to 78.
Devon Malcolm again off his long run. Greenwich still has the strike. He's also got 6. Oh, and that's hit him. He's taken evasive action. He'd get 4 for that because he was trying to get out of the way. Now it's the short ball that causes the problem, and straight away the umpire moving across to his colleague to have a talk to him about the light. And that's the point Jeff Boycott and I were making. A silly thing to do, really, because they will now go off, I feel certain.
Well, I feel quite honestly, as an opening batsman, I'd be annoyed that I even had to face the first few balls, because I think it was the other night they came up 10, 15 minutes earlier.
And so they've asked the batsman, and the batsman have said, yes, please, and so off they go.
After that brief effort by Gordon Greenwich and Desmond Haynes, the England lead was reduced to 78. For England, that's a... She's rather uncertain out there, as you'll know. What they want is to see England. She is rather uncertain out there, as you'll know. What they want is to see the West Indies build up a substantial lead, so that come the last day, England have to fight off the fast bowlers for 2 sessions or even longer. Well, let's join the action now. West Indies made a cautious start, and Gladstone Small is bowling to Desmond Haynes. The score is 25 for no wicket.
That's well played. There is a big gap at mid-on, and Angus Fraser is not going to make it. So Desmond Haynes hitting that delivery, which was a little bit too straight, really. It's not often you see Gladstone Small stray like this.
Yes, Small a bit offline here, drifting into Haynes' pads, and Desmond Haynes making no mistake. He loves it on his legs.
Oh, and that's 4. Anything slightly over-pitched is going to be smashed down the ground, and there's a lot of roll in that outfield, and the ball will just make it over the line. So that's the problem with having so many attacking fieldsmen. Anything that's pitched up is going to go to the boundary.
Well, Markham over pitching here to Gordon Greenwich, who doesn't make many mistakes with these. It's straight through the line of the ball, back past the bowler for 4.
And that one, 2 hit straight down the ground. I don't think this will quite reach, or will it? It's a very fast outfield. Stewart's going to cut it off. Not quite off the meat of the bat. But 2 good straight drives there.
Yes, I think on this sort of wicket, Markham needs to pitch the ball up on a good length. He can't afford to overpitch. And here we see him overpitching again, and Greenwich pushing it up on the onside this time.
Well, that reduces the lead now to 50.
Lovely shot by Haynes down the ground. That's the best shot we've seen for the day.
Well, there's a very big gap there. There's no mid-off fielding there. I'm a little surprised that Gooch hasn't thought of blocking it at this stage because there's no swing. Devon Malcolm hasn't managed to swing the ball. Anything up is really a safe hit, and runs are now very precious indeed.
Well, that was an appeal for a leg before. It was rising over the top of the stumps. And that was very acute judgment on Granger's part.
I think it's Granger's first bit of poor judgment, because that might well have taken the bails off with it. It was absolutely in line, but the adjudication was over the top, and that looks over the top there. But a dangerous little practice, that.
Fine shot by Haynes. He's got that away right down the ground for another boundary. So he moves on to 24. Very quick to capitalise on the half volley.
Right, save one, says Graham Gooch. Come on, sharpen this up. Let's be on our toes. Support the bowler. Angus Fraser's the bowler from the pavilion end. To Desmond Haynes, who's 35. Oh, there we are. That's the batsman's good fortune. It dropped in no man's land.
See, another ball, the first ball, right in that area, good length, just outside off stump, and this time...
Well, that's the batsman's good fortune. It dropped in no man's land.
See, another ball, the first ball... Catchable. Could have gone anywhere, that ball. The batsman could not control it. We saw Devon Malcolm's last ball keep low. This one bounces high, hits the top of the splice and flies anywhere. And that's why you must bowl as many balls as possible in the right...
That is Clyde Cumberbatch.
Looking here to score to a ball.
Now Desmond Haynes has just pulled up there. He's limping. Desmond Haynes is limping. He's not looked towards the dressing room yet for any attention. Now there's some advice for David Capel. And the reason is that Steve Barwick of Glamorgan is the man with the green shirt. He is the Glamorgan opening bowler, and Ian Smith with the red hat, looking like the petrol pump attendant, after a word with him. Angus Fraser. Yes, runs here for Desmond Haynes. He's got a couple of runs. They look for three. The third comes up, and the cheer goes down the ground because that rubs out England's advantage, and all wickets are standing still. Good meaty shot by Greenwich. I thought at the start he'd shake the player on the onside, but in fact he got that sweetly threw it off, and it's 4 runs. Made it into a nice half volley.
Yes, he was looking to hit it to the onside, but because he's not looking to hit it too hard, he's careful. He can just caress the ball away, through mid-off, and time the ball. Changes his shot halfway through. That's the hallmark of a great player.
And I think that little look on the face of Greenwich tells the story. He is a very determined man, and he certainly is not a fair-weather batsman. Oh, he got a little nick on that one, and it went straight down. That was very lucky. Just a little bottom edge on it.
Well, this one short by Malcolm outside the off stump. Haynes trying to pull it through the onside. not making proper contact, just a little inside edge, the ball not carrying to Russell. I think with this sort of inconsistent bounce, the pull is not a very good shot here.
Oh, and that's just outside the line. He's given him out, and Greenwich can't believe it. And I tell you what, I don't blame him either. That was way outside off stump. He's gone a long way forward, and the umpire down that end, umpire Cumberbatch, has given him out. Let's have another look. What do you think, Roger?
Well, just when things were looking very well for the West Indies, Greenwich came forward to this one from Fraser, struck where I thought was just outside the off stump, but the umpire was in quite a hurry and was quick to give him out.
Certainly was. It's 96 for 1. The important thing is how far forward did he go. Now have a look at this. He comes forward quite a long way there, big step. The ball hits him right there. That's where it hit him, right there. So it was low enough. It was probably going to go through and hit the stumps. But the question is, was it straight? Was it straight? Oh, he's hit that one magnificently. It's gone in front of square to the mid-wicket boundary. This is the most aggressive shot we've seen all match. He literally watched it all the way onto the bat and murdered it to the boundary.
Well, this is a fantastic shot. Here, Haynes coming across and clubbing that one in front of square for 4. On a wicket where the bounce is unpredictable, he kept his eye on it and hit it in front of him.
Well, but he's got him, he's out, he's caught in the gully. Lamb makes the catch. That is a good delivery from the quick man there, Malcolm. The ball bounced a little bit, hit the gloves, went flying in the direction of gully. Pretty straightforward catch, and England have struck again. Have a look at this ball. It bounces just short of a length, bounces up a little bit. He's closing the face, and once again, he's out to a similar way to which he got out in Jamaica. That is the end of the captain of the West Indies, and now they are 100 for 2.
Haynes getting one here, short of length on a good line, and Haynes closing the face up there very early, playing completely across the ball. Ball taking the leading edge, very high up on the bat, giving Alan Lamb a simple catch.
Oh, he's got him, he's got to be out, yes, LBW, good night, Charlie, he's on his way. That one kept low as well, and it may well have been going right into the middle of middle and leg, I'd say. Now that he couldn't really help. He was playing from the crease. My reaction was leg stumpish. Was it going down the leg side? Have a look at it. It certainly kept low, and it would have hit, I would have thought, middle and leg. It was pretty close to leg stump anyhow. So that's the end of Carlisle Best, and England are on fire. The West Indies back in trouble. 100 for 3. Have a look at the reaction here. That one hit him very low. Watch him, he goes down. I think he sort of shakes his head as if saying, no, can't be right, surely not. And it's a very, very disappointing Carlisle Best there, but that's the way things go in Test match cricket. He was right back on his crease, and that's probably what brought about his downfall. Oh, and that's out too, surely. He's bowled him, he's gone. It's kept low. The stumps are down. Well, could this Test match be over today? What an unbelievable performance. Devon Malcolm is on a hat-trick. The ball has kept low. It's gone almost under the bat. There was nothing much he could do about that. Perhaps he should have been forward. And once again, England coming to the party just when it happens, when it's really needed. 100 for 4. So we've got a new bugler out there. All of England getting a go at that bugle. This is how it happened.
Well, this one is bang on target, short of a length, keeping low, and Dujon playing way above that one. But I think after the ball, Carlisle Best receivers kept a bit low, and he was out there. Dujon should have been looking for a bit of low bounce. Played much too high. The ball didn't get up as much as he expected, and just clipped the off stump.
Yes, he should have been looking to get forward.
on the back foot and jumping in the air. And he won't be very happy when he sees that replay tonight. He should have been looking to go forward. Mind you, it's easier said than done. That was the first ball he received, and that is England's hero, Devon Malcolm. Really performing magnificently. Well, I just cannot believe it. What is going on? So they've lost 4 wickets for 4 runs in 8 balls, and that's all taken 13 minutes. So there's a man now a lot squarer. It looks to me as if they're going to try and get Gus Logie to hook one down towards square leg. They're clearly going to give him a few bounces. Oh, and that must be close as well, just outside the line. Well, now he was playing from the crease. Very quick reaction from umpire Barker. It nipped back. Have a look at this delivery.
This one pitching outside the off stump, nipping back, hitting Gus rather high on the front pad. And umpire Barker this time giving the batsman the benefit of the doubt.
Well, was it going over the top? No way. It was perhaps just outside the line, either that or going down the leg side.
Don't get drumming, honey. Keep your eyes on the ball.
Keep your eyes on the ball.
Don't get drumming, honey. That's right, that's right.
Well, when he's hit that beautifully through the covers. Into the fence it goes. It was just a little bit wide. He had to roll his wrists on it, but he hit it right in the meat of the bat and into the gap as well.
Gorgeous shot this. Short back cliff, not a full-length delivery, but it's hit right through the line. Look at that bat, just up to stump high, little wrist there, and caressed it majestically through the covers.
Yes, he hit that on the up. It was certainly not a half volley. Lovely placement. That's the first boundary since all that activity when the wickets were falling. And it brought a bouncer out of Capel. Quite a quick one too. Oh, a little fumble, and as a result of that fumble, back comes Richie Richardson for the second. That's what happens when the batsman runs the first run fast, comes back a little bit, out of the corner of his eye. Capel could see that, and as a result, he fumbled the ball.
Yeah, so these fairly roughish outfielders, they're not... There it is, bouncing, it's bobbled, and there's the extra run then. If you're ready for it, you've run it first. Easy second run for Richie Richardson.
Oh, he's hit that one, and Parr Smith, it's gone down to the boundary at backward point for 4. Well, so having said Richie Richardson was nice and cool and calm and collected, all he needed was that slightly long half volley, quite wide, and this is a lovely shot.
Well, it was. He waited for the ball. He didn't try and hit it too hard. It's quite wide. It's in the right slot, but he just caressed it, slightly open face, used the timing of the ball. Not a bad ball, that. There you are, just behind point. Nice open face, good timing, relaxed the hands and waited for it. Nice shot.
Well, this will be the last over before the tea break. It's been a good session for England. That's well played. He's got 4 there again. That one just a little short outside off stump. A bad ball, in fact, especially to Gus Logie. He's short. He loves them outside off stump. And he certainly made a meal of this one.
Graham Gould should get all the bowlers together at tea time, tell them to hold out the hand and say, you must not bowl short and wide to little Gus Logie, because that's his favourite area. Keep bowling fairly straight. Do not give him balls to cut, because he will cut you to ribbons all day long.
Magnificent shot from a batsman who's really in form. First over after tea, ball up to him, bang through mid-off.
Well, there's certainly no doubt which West Indian batsman has got most confidence. It's not really a half volley that. You see the feet aren't right over there, but he's hit straight through the line. He's so full of confidence after that 98 that anything in his area, he's going to whack it.
Well, they're beginning to smile a little bit once more down there. This has been a match in which the emotions have run up and down all the way through.
Devon Malcolm here just after tea, not quite got his rhythm yet, not bowling at his best pace. We watch Graham Gooch after each ball. He's trying to signal to, I think it's Bailey at extra cover and Capel at mid-on. He's trying to signal to them to gee him up, to encourage him. He wants some extra pace from Devon Malcolm. He wants a breakthrough.
He's caught him, a cut and taken it for a slip. Logie going for the cut, Wayne Larkins pulls it down and Malcolm gets his 4th wicket and the West Indies are 142 for 5. So there's the cut. Logie getting the top edge, very similar to the way that Ezra Mosley got out in the first innings, and Wayne Larkins just managing to hold on.
Well, knocked in short, quick, straight there. Thank you very much. The captain was shouting to them, come on, encourage this fast bowler. He's the man that can make the breakthrough, and he did just that. I think he looks to me like a man under pressure, real pressure. The state of the game is poised that if he or Hooper gets out, I'm afraid England are going to wrap up the game. That's what it looks like, and he will feel the extra pressure and the responsibility that's on him.
He's got it through. That'll go all the way for 4. So square drive off the front foot to Richardson, carrying the West Indies to 147 for 5 at the end of the over.
Yeah, the ball in the right area. Not a full half volley, but Richardson just caresses it nicely to the boundary. Very good cricket, that. Small ball in it right. Richardson up to the task. Nice, smooth, rhythmical off drive.
So that carries it to 147 for 5 now. The West Indies with that deficit in first innings, 89. The deficit, so make the subtraction. 58 ahead. And Hooper gets off the mark. Nice, easy push down the ground, well timed. Won't go all the way. Bailey's after it, but he'll get free. That will go all the way. Bailey can give up the chase. Another boundary to Richie Richardson, half volley. So the second boundary from successive balls.
Well, a rank half volley there, right up there for Richie Richardson. No problem about hitting the ball. 2 bad balls in succession. Tried to bowl a Yorker to Hooper that got him off the mark with a low full toss. And this very easy half volley right up there. I mean, he could hardly miss it. And I think won't be long before Graham Gooch will be telling his fielders to gee up Devon Malcolm, give him some encouragement.
And that's away, another boundary for Richardson. But he really started to go now. All of a sudden, Richardson has received a couple of bad balls and has really put them away, and not too bad either. He really hit that well.
Now, some good balls and then one floating down the leg side. Easy hit there for Richardson, just helps the ball on its way, swings the bat around. He knows it's a free hit, doesn't have to do anything silly, just help the ball, get some wood on it, and he's bound to get some runs. As it happens, it goes right in the gap for 4.
Richie Richardson now is in good form. 27 not out. Carl Hooper is 3. Lovely shot. That's the very best of Richie Richardson. It's right out of the pitch, the ball, bent front leg, but at the last moment, the bottom hand comes in strong.
Small over pitching here. Richardson coming forward and stroking it through the covers for 4. Richardson, who's been there for a while, beginning to play a bit freer now. Feeling a lot more confident now. He's got used to the pace and bounce in the wicket, and he's coming into his own here.
Well, he's hit 4 fours from the last 8 balls he's received. That's caught. He's gone. Well, Roger Harper was talking to us about slip catching and how good it's been in this match, and Graham Gooch catches Richie Richardson, who scored 34, and the 6th wicket goes down now. Beautifully taken, 167 for 6.
Richardson actually coming down with that bat, opening the face. I think that ball may have hit more of the face of the bat than the edge, and offering Graham Gooch a simple catch.
That's a very good shot indeed, and Angus Fraser's furiously overpitched. Ezra Mosley delighted. He suddenly remembered how to play the off drive.
Well, Ezra Mosley's no rabbit, as the people in the Central Lancashire League will tell you here, and Fraser over pitching and Mosley having no problem hitting that straight through mid-off for 4. Nice, clean shot, straight through the line of the ball, no problem.
Lovely shot. Straight ball, lean on it, and a crack on the bat. He certainly can bat. And so the West Indies lead now goes on to 90.
Having said that, he takes full advantage of a straight half volley here from Small. Ball over pitch, and Mosley hitting straight through the line of the ball here.
Another crisp one again, and that might well beat Stewart. Brilliant stop. How they do it, I'll never know. It's tremendous stuff.
Well, the Saman tree there on the western side of the ground, a few clouds. Oh, good one. Now he wants to home straight in at that middle stump.
In the air, got him, well taken, Lammy. Good catch, magnificent catch, just outside off stump, the shortish ball there. And Lamb very quick to move to his left. That was going very quickly in that direction. And Lamb made a superb catch. He has another look at it. Short, outside off stump. He has a little flirt at it. Straight to Lamb, and that was very well taken. They never easy had slipped. That's the end of Ezra Mosley, and it's now 200 for 7.
Well saved. I'll run out here. And it's Carl Hooper who is gone. It's Carl Hooper who is run out. That is a tragedy for the West Indies. Carl Hooper, the specialist batsman out there. Curtly Ambrose is the one who really should have stopped, sacrificed his hand.
Robin Smith, the fielder, and as I said, well, we ain't seen nothing yet. This is absurd, it's ludicrous, defies all logic that Carl Hooper, the man in charge out there, suddenly finds Curtly Ambrose striding past him and leaving him stranded. This is how it happened. He liked the shot and off he went. That's just about it. But what a good stop. And look, he strides past the batsman, the man who's in control. Carl Hooper there is dumbstruck.
He's hit that down the ground for 4.
Magnificent shot. Running away to the fence, and that's brought them out of their seats. The West Indies lead by 136.
Every one counts. The bugles are blowing. Wide, but well hit.
Well, he really does clatter them, Curtly Ambrose. His right foot is nowhere near the pitch of the ball, but it's a full swing of the bat. And when he gets that wood on the ball, it really races away.
Have a look at his eyes there. Opens his mouth as the ball arrives, and boy, take that. I think he might have enjoyed that. He's not the greatest runner in the world, is Curtly Ambrose. But having run Hooper out, he's not done a bad job now. He's got himself to 18 not out. Oh, he's had a go. That has got him. He's out, caught behind. He's got him. He's struck from around the wicket. A little flash at that ball outside off stump, and England never want to forget that. Every time he comes in, go around the wicket, because he doesn't like it very much at all. There it is, a little faint nick, way, way wide that one was, straight through to the keeper, and so that's the end of a very useful knock from Curtly Ambrose. It's 234 for 9.
The 4 balls after that, and they were off for bad light. As for the batting, Greenwich and Haynes, a lovely partnership of 96, and then 4 wickets for 4 runs in 8 balls. Noughts for Best and Dujon. Richardson and Hooper, I thought, played the best attacking shots, a real fight back, but it was upset by a crazy run-out. And then Ambrose and Bishop put on 34, 234 for 9 at the close. It was Devon Malcolm, the destroyer, 3 wickets for no runs in 4 balls, and 5 wickets in a test match for the first time in his career. He was the man who got the speed and the bounce, although, of course, he got very tired by...
Added a further 5 runs when Devon Malcolm, the man who did all the damage with those 5 wickets yesterday, bowled to Courtney Walsh.
Oh, that will look straight, and that is out, and that's the end of the West Indies innings. It was low, it was straight. England batsmen would have noticed just how straight. So, this is how it went. Smack in front, and Walsh is LBW to Malcolm, and the total is 239, which means that England now have 151 runs to win this test match and go 2 up in the series.
Yes, 151 runs. It seemed like a comfortable target. They had the time to get the runs if the weather held. Well, we're in the first over of the England innings. Bishop the bowler to Gooch.
Oh, that was a vicious ball. That really was vicious, and the England captain did brilliantly to avoid that.
That's what Haynes will be saying in the players. Let it go, quick bouncer, very straight.
That's close, so close, but not out.
Oh, some excitement there, some hearts are pounding for Larkins. The ball nipped back, possibly missing leg stump. Just nipped back on it, but my goodness, if I'd have been batting, my heart would have been in my mouth there.
Ambrose to Gooch. Runs. Over-pitched. 4 runs. Good blow for the England captain.
Well, that's a good shot, magnificent shot. It's running away down towards the mid-wicket boundary. I think this will just about get there. No, it won't. It'll be stopped just short of the fence down there by Ezra Mosley. And he's got a lovely arm. So a good shot there from Larkins. A little bit of relief for him. Oh, he's hit that one. It's gone way down towards the boundary. This is a magnificent aggressive shot by Gooch, and I tell you, that is a very, very important psychological shot from England's point of view. That ball short, and Gooch taking the positive approach here and hooking it to square leg.
Well, Ian Bishop bowling short to Gooch here, and Gooch playing a very positive shot, well-executed hook shot, getting inside, eyes on the ball, and hitting the ball over square leg for 4. And I think the West Indians have to be careful here not to get too carried away with a short ball. They need to get the ball on a good length consistently and try to see if they can get a bit of help from the wicket.
Ezra Mosley. Oh, what a delivery. This match is far from over. Anything can happen here, and this is an example of a surprise for the batsman.
Yes, Mosley generated an extra bounce there, bit of extra pace too, on the right line, and Larkins in the end doing well to keep out of the way of that one.
He's out, got him, caught behind, that's right, the West Indies have got him. Ezra Mosley this time round has found the edge of the bat, and the West Indians have broken England's opening partnership. They've put together 27. This is how it happened. Outside off stump, he's gone for the cut shot, a big nick there, and this is a good catch by Dujon. It went quickly, and so England 27 for 1.
Alex Stewart is the new batsman, and I'll tell you what, his heart will be pounding a bit. They've got him all round him. They've come in. Desmond Haynes has got a silly point, a forward short leg, a leg gully, a first slip, a second slip, a gully and a keeper. All around Stewart. This is Mosley. 1 ball to go this over. And straight away the bouncer whizzing over the top of that white crash helmet. Well, what a good over that was for the West Indies. They have struck. And this is the delivery. This is the welcome to the crease ball from Ezra Mosley, flying over the white crash helmet there of Alex Stewart. He made 9 in the first innings before he was caught behind, and this is going to be a real test for him.
It's a good firm drive, so Stewart gets off the mark. Good positive shot, and he'll get off the mark with 3. Richardson, the fielder, having a long chase. So Stewart can breathe just a little bit easier now. Good positive stroke. England moving on to 31. Sliced away, and that's 4. That's a bad bit of fielding by Ambrose. That really is slack work by Ambrose. He just seemed to have lost sight of the ball. Seemed very casual indeed.
I think there might have been a bit of spin on this. You see Alex Stewart hitting the inside of the ball. I wouldn't be surprised if it just turns away to the left there, but it did look a badly timed left arm down by Curtly Ambrose. Back to 2 slips and a gully for Gooch. He's fought his way through the nervous beginnings. But for the newcomers, Haynes has done it well.
And just when he moves out a man, he's taken Gooch on the hand. That's the second time Mosley has taken Gooch on the hand, on that left hand, with the very first ball he bowled to him. And that's a nasty blow. Summoning the assistants from the dressing room.
It's just Ezra Mosley's length somehow. It wasn't doing this for Curtly Ambrose. And the bounce is surprise, and it's high, and that cracks Gooch's hand against the bat handle. It would be a tragedy for England if he was seriously impaired.
And Graham Gooch goes off the ground. Now, Laurie Brown seems to have advised him just to retire for the moment. They'll check it in the dressing room, no doubt. They'll be off to the hospital to have an x-ray to see if there's any fracture. Gooch has had to retire here on 18, and Alan Lamb will come out to replace him.
No time for a learning curve here. Instant experience. Straight into the heat of the oven, and either you come out harder or you melt.
Well, that was not very far away from the stumps. Well, that was a misjudgment there on Stewart's part.
Well, that was an extraordinary misjudgment. It's all nerves, of course. The involuntary movement, and he gets away with it. He's talking out his nerves. Certainly Ian Bishop isn't in the business of conversation.
He's touched it. Luckily for Alex Stewart, he's got a touch onto it.
Now, come on, Alec, get those feet going. Bit of movement there. A little faint tickle on the inside edge of the bat. It's very turned round. Very turned round. Fine bowling. Excellent fast bowling.
Just over pitching into the half volley and being driven away for 3. So Alex Stewart under real pressure in the course of the over, still spotting the half volley and putting it away as he did in the last over. He gets 3 more and he now moves on to 11. And that's cracked through the offside by Lamb. So Bishop just giving a couple of half volleys there towards the end of the over. 3 more runs. Lamb is off the mark. And England pushing on. That's cracked away. That's a good positive shot by Adam Lamb. It was short. He was on the back foot waiting for it.
Bishop again to Stewart. And that's well played. He'll get himself 2 here. So that reduces the runs required to exactly 100. It also brings up the 50 for England. 50 for 1. He's got that one away beautifully. That's a lovely shot by Lamb. Just a little bit wide. Lamb enjoyed that too. That one goes thudding into the Union Jack at backward point. A lovely shot.
Yes, I don't think the bowlers can keep giving the England batsmen a chance to square cut and back cut them, because they're bound to get some wood on some of them.
Oh, it's out. Got him, LBW. No, he got an inside edge. They can't believe it. Mosley thought he had him. It must have been a bit of bat. Otherwise, it was all over.
Well, Alan Lamb must have thought that was an obvious inside edge, because he didn't really show the bat to the umpire straight away. There we are, absolutely plumb in front. The players are going up. My goodness. It must have been an obvious nick, because Alan Lamb made no sign to the umpire.
Bishop 7 overs, 1 made, no wicket for 21, so he's off now. He's going to be replaced by Walsh. We smashed that. It's going down to the boundary. It will not be cut off. That is a bad ball. This is his first over. A loose short delivery outside off stump and 4 more vital runs.
Well, this is a poor ball. This loosening delivery, very, very wide. Not too quick. Gives Stewart plenty of time. The ball bounces nicely as well. Allows Stewart to deliberately strike it over the top of Gully.
Oh, and that's a bad ball. He smashed that one away, and he won't be very happy with that. That was a lovely shot by Stewart. A good aggressive shot into the fence. In fact, it stuck in the fence.
Another lollipop short delivery, not too quick. Nice true bounce, and he's cracked it harder and even better still, and squarer still for 4. Majestic shot.
Oh, he's got that one away magnificently too. This is turning out to be a little gem of an over from England's point of view. A short ball pulled away to the boundary, and a very, very expensive over, and all credit to Stewart for taking advantage of this bad bowling.
Well, another short lollipop delivery. I thought he's bowled badly this over as Walsh, and he's got severely punished by some good shots from Alex Stewart.
Well, I've got some bad news for you. For those of you who think that England are on their way to victory here, it is starting to rain. Oh, it's in the air, and luckily for Stewart, it bounces short of gully. Now, we've seen him get out like this before, lifting his gloves with the ball.
Well, that was a difficult ball to play. Look at it leap up high. A bit of good fortune there for Alex Stewart. Maybe he's deserved it. He's tried so hard. Look at that getting up.
Will this one be in the same place? Oh, he's got it away magnificently for 4. That is offline, and Stewart got in there behind it and whacked it down to the boundary, right off the meat of the bat.
What a great shot that was. He was waiting for another short pitch delivery. He's waiting for it on the back foot. Take that. Thank you very much.
Well, it really is pouring down now. I feel certain that they've got to get together and get the covers on.
If I was England, I'd want to be off here, really, quite frankly. This is quite heavy rain. I wouldn't want it on the pitch. It may make the ball skid through. They're going to put the tarpaulins on anyway, and that's going to help it to sweat with the rain underneath that's on the pitch. I'd be talking, if I was Alex Stewart and Lamb, I would be talking to the umpires.
Yes, well, that's the umpire, Lord Barker, said, do you want to stay out? Lamb said, yes, I do. And Haynes says, no, I don't. We'll go back in. So the umpire doing the right thing there, giving the option to the captains. Lamb said, we'll stay out here. And the fielding captain, who is just as entitled to be asked the question, because it's his ball that is getting wet out there, said, no, thanks, we'll go in. So off they go, and out come the covers.
So, a depressing sight. Rain stopped play, with England having made an excellent start, but that rain looked pretty well set. Lunch was taken, tea was taken. Something like 3 hours play was lost before Alex Stewart and Alan Lamb resumed the run chase. 78 required.
It was going to be Walsh again. We smashed that away. It's in the air, and he's got him. He's out. He's out. Caught down at third man, right off the meat of the bat. That ball went flying down to Bishop, and didn't he take it easily? The West Indies have struck straight away, and that certainly brought a smile to their faces. Have a look at this. Smashed away, high, down towards third man. Walsh didn't have to move, simply stood there, took the catch. And so that's the end of Alex Stewart. He's out now for 31, and the score is 74 for 2. Well, Robin Smith is the new batsman. He's got a sweatband underneath the crash helmet. So Ezra Mosley again, just has lengthened it slightly, coming tentatively through that brown area. Very, very small steps, then he gets into the big strides. Oh, that's well bowled. Very well bowled indeed. With that shot, Mosley again tentatively through that whitish patch. Watch him break into the long strides here. Oh, and what a delivery that was. I got a lot of time for this guy. He's going to cause a lot of batsmen a lot of trouble. 78 for 2. Oh, that's out. Climb LBW. Good night. LBW, he thought he hit it, I think. It seemed to me that there was a little double noise there. But Smith has been given out LBW to one that kept low, and Walsh has struck again. See if you can pick up any bat in this one. There it is, pitched. Kept low. I think it probably hit the pad first. His bat may have flicked his own pad. Was it going to hit leg stump? Well, the umpire down that end is umpire Lloyd Barker. He thought so. And so another wicket has fallen. England are now 79 for 3. Well, the new batsman, Rob Bailey, spare a thought for him. Out first ball in the first innings. He is on what they call a king pair. So Ezra Mosley now to continue. Rob Bailey is on strike. There are 2 slips in position. And Greenwich now trotting into his position quite square and deep in the gully. nicely again. Oh, and what a delivery that was. No ball called. He was a little late getting his head out of the way, but eventually had to jerk it back.
Well, it's a fine greeting as is for Robert Bailey. Straight, quick, but it all counts as 1 run to the England total.
Anything could happen here. 82 for 3. Gooch has a bad hand, so that could effectively be 83 for 4. And that could have been out. That went through him. It kept very low. I'm not too sure that England are going to get these runs.
No, well, it's no good bowling rollers if they're not straight. No good at all. It's wasted, that, Ezra. You've got to get them straight. They get you wickets. They don't count them that miss the off stump. Goodness grief. You'd have got that one straight. How do you play that?
Oh, and that one stays down, and Lamb very quick to get rid of that. He tried to play a little paddle shot down towards the 2 men who are covering the square leg area. Didn't bounce very much.
Well, there's nothing wrong with Alan Lamb's attitude here. Looking to paddle it round. The ball drops down off his thigh pad and arm, and quick as a flash, he's watching that ball. Look, there he is. He's watching it. Oh, my goodness me.
That's well played by Lamb. He'll be looking for 2 here. In comes Courtney Walsh. He's about to pick this up. He does one-handed, but that's good running by Bailey and Lamb. So 2 more to the total. 65 to get.
Well, he's very watchful here, Alan Lamb. He just pushes it off middle stump, riding it with Courtney Walsh, who usually makes the ball come into the batsman. Nicely placed, simple 2.
Oh, and that's outside off stump, and a big appeal there for caught behind. But it only emanated from Best, and the bowler, who seemed to respond to Best, swung away after it pitched.
Poor shot here by Robert Bailey. Just follows the ball, sets off to play it on the back foot, and as it seems away and he's bouncing up, he should have left that then. Should have left it, withdrawn his hands, but he keeps on following it, pushing, fishing outside the off stump.
Oh, he's volley! The stumps are down, and once again Walsh has struck, and England now getting themselves into a bit of a hole. This is how it happened. It seemed to nip back a little bit, hit the pad, and down go the stumps, and unfortunately for Robert Bailey, he's recorded a pair. And the very thing we didn't want to happen is going to happen. 85 for 4.
I think he'll be very disappointed with that, Robert Bailey.
Oh, that's out too. It's got to be close. The umpire's saying no, and they can't believe it. A very cool umpire, Cumberbatch. Let's have another look at this one. Alan Lamb's heart would have leapt in the air.
Oh, my goodness. How would you like to be the umpire in that position? Everybody's going up. All the West Indians in the crowd. And even me in the commentary box. My heart was in my mouth for Alan Lamb. Look at the umpire, not out straight away.
My goodness gracious. Where did that go? And how did it miss?
It's moving everywhere. Let's just watch this ball. Pitches, moves off the seam, cuts back, straight over the top of middle stump. And Alan Lamb was absolutely powerless. The message must now get home to England that they are not going to win this test match. They haven't batted very well, I must say that.
It's a loose shot and very close to the outside edge. Ezra Mosley, when he's finished this cricket match, tell himself that he will never beat the outside edge as frequently as this in a match again without finding it.
I just don't see the point in England playing such loose shots as this. They've worked very hard indeed to be one up in the series, and that's the first thing they mustn't jeopardize. Yeah, this is the style of play which England should have adopted from the start, and some good sense has got through. The straight back, the push and run. See where they get, and if they get closer, then is the time to take the chances. There you see, Sawdust heaped along the way. That's the run up for Courtney Walsh, run up for Ian Bishop, who simply found it impossible to bowl, but this is Walsh.
He's off late, Capel. Richardson overrunning the ball. Capel very late in taking off, and Lamb gives him a stare. There's a man there. Lamb's shot, and that's a wild return from Ambrose. They'll pick up 2 more. That's bad cricket. Under no pressure. Lamb was threatening to come back for the second, but there was no way he was going to do so. And 2 overthrows into the vast empty spaces.
Yes, better cricket, good orthodox stroke play, playing the ball on merit, putting a bit of pressure by their running on the fielder. And Jeff Dujon had no chance there.
He's cracked it away, that's 4. That's a fine shot by Capel.
That's more like it, David. Capel again played on merit. Look at it. Nice little bit of wit to get that bat swinging through, and no high bounce this time from Mosley. Watched the ball onto the bat, classic shot.
Well, if he can't get them in boundaries, he'll just get them in the singles, and he takes the strike. Last ball of the over.
Oh, he's out. Got him, LBW, first ball. I thought it was going down the leg side. It nipped back a long way. Lamb doesn't think he was out either, and the local hero has obliged his audience. Was this missing leg stump, or was it hissing leg stump? Lamb is out. That's a huge blow. 106 for 5. The new batsman is Russell. He's just arrived out there. He's a fighter. Oh, and that's a magnificent delivery. It reared up outside off stump. Best got so excited at second slip. It looked to me as if he was appealing. That won't do the batsman's confidence much good.
Well, this one is on a good line, just outside the off stump with it angling back at just Jack Russell. He has to play a bit more at the ball, and the extra bounce here creating a bit of difficulty for him, and it just beats the outside edge. I'm sure Haynes would be happy to see the back of Jack Russell here.
Yes, he doesn't seem to like the ball coming in at his body like that. He's very determined, mind you. He'll get in behind it there. He's got a lot of protection on, a lot of padding. 106 for 5. They need 151 to win. 45 more. He's got that one away into the gap, and that might be 4. It's running away down to the boundary. Ambrose is very quick. He's coming around down there, picks it up one-handed, and they come back for the second. And that one's gone wide again. Will they get overthrows? Yes, they will. A problem there for Dujon. He's looking straight into the sun, and so couldn't see the ball as it came in from Ambrose. So they got 3. 42 to win.
It's just beginning to get dark now, and you see Desmond Haynes taking his time, make sure that his fieldsmen are in the correct position. He doesn't want to give anything away. And I'm sure he's hoping that Curtly Ambrose can get yet another wicket for the West Indies.
So I think his tactics here are probably to try and slow things up a little bit. He's standing alongside the batsman there, rearranging the field. Ambrose bowling to Russell. It's in the air and just short of the fieldsman. He slipped there and they'll get themselves a run. Well, that was absolutely incredible. It's still very wet out there. That tells the story. Have a look at him slip here.
Well, Russell playing across, getting a leading edge, the ball pops up, Walsh comes across, slips.
I think certainly they can go for one more wicket. I'll probably stay on while Capel's there. But after that, if they lose another wicket, these two, they've got the tail enders open and a man with a badly bruised hand, the captain, Graham Gooch. I think you've got to take the light then. Go for one more wicket and that's it.
This one has to bear in mind that England are 1-0 up in this series with only 2 to go after this test match. Oh, it's over the top, it's 4. That one bounced and went flying away, so that takes it down to 36. Well, it's a little lucky.
See, when you see a ball like this leap off a length at Capel, jump back at him, whack him on the gloves, then you've got to bear in mind, look at this bounce. Whoa.
In the air, he's dropped it. I've never seen Best drop one. The pressure's got to him as well. He's coming back for the second, and that was incredible. Best dropping that one, and he hasn't looked like dropping a catch all year. He says he didn't see it. I tell you what, the light's now getting to the fieldsman.
Well, Capel's tried to cut this, and it's gone, it's flown off the edge. He's tried to catch it with the hands underneath, think he would better attempting that with the fingers pointing up to heaven.
And I'm sure that umpire Barker will now go over to his colleague and they will offer the light to the batsman. Now we've got to keep an eye on this. The batsmen are getting together in the centre. They want gloves. I think they want some sort of indication from Gooch what to do. The umpires are together now. They're talking about the light. Gooch is back there. Keep an eye on Graham Gooch. The umpires are coming over to the batsmen now. They're offering them the light. They're saying, what do we do? What is Gooch going to say? Gooch is looking at him and they're staying out there. The indication from Gooch is stay there, get on with it. Quite right. How about that for some courage? I think the indication here is now that the West Indies have decided that they can't win this test match, and I think they're probably right. I think the situation is such now that the only winners can be England, and therefore they're going to go completely on the defensive. Just one slip in position. Oh, it's in the air. It's gone high in the air and down. There's no one there. They've just moved the forward short leg out of position. And unfortunately for them, there was no one nearby to catch it. There it goes off the glove and straight up in the air. Yes, he's had a go. He's got it away, but straight to the fieldsman. That's very unlucky. Yes, I think that's what they're going to do. Just for a little while here, they're going to try and throw the bat.
What a wonderful hook shot, this. Right over the top of it and down. My goodness, to get no run for that. David Capel. What a shot that was to get nothing for.
The West Indies are 1-0 down. They don't want to go 2-0 down. Oh, he's gone after that one very wide, didn't manage to get bat on ball. It's the end of the over, and once again the umpires are going to offer the light to the batsman, and once again their message is coming out onto the ground. Well, the umpires this time may turn around and offer the light to Haynes. They've been trying to get at him. There they are, having a little chat. It's too dark, they're saying. We'll offer it to the batsman again. He's saying, come in. They want to come in, it seems to me. Take the light if it's offered. They weren't offered the light. Surely the umpires have to ask them once again. I think Capel's saying, I don't know what you're on about, Captain. I really don't understand. This is becoming a real joke. So what's going on? Are they going off or they're staying on? It looks to me as if Capel's coming in. That's the end of the day's play. The thing that I can't understand is that having asked them once, they knocked it back. My understanding is that the umpires had to go to them again. and I didn't see the umpires do that. Gooch still doesn't seem to be totally satisfied with the situation.
Confusion, but that sadly was the end of it. Disappointment for England. Dangerous, bad light, the decision. The West Indies survive. The